So the next topic is the most recent Suicide Squad trailer. I saw it. You saw it. We're assuming that you saw it too. What'd you think about it?
So when we did the Batman v Superman trailer reaction, I hated it.
Yeah.
You liked it. And you were giving me points of why the trailer could have been bad. And one of your points was, hey, Warner Brothers or DC doesn't cut the trailer. They have someone else do it. So they might have got fired. Okay, well, here's two scenarios because the Suicide Squad trailer was completely different from the Batman v Superman trailer. So, Chris, I have to ask you, did they actually go get another person to cut the trailer, or is the Batman v Superman movie actually doomed?
It's always possible, because we don't know who cut the trailer.
Because I'm on the side of, I think the Suicide Squad is going to be good, and I really, honestly, in my heart, think the Batman v Superman movie isn't going to be great. I didn't say it wasn't going to be good, but great.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Does it have to be great, or does it just have to be good?
I told you this. You like Watchmen.
Yes.
You like Man of Steel.
So I'm going to like...
You're going to like Batman v Superman. But you have to understand, a lot of people didn't like Man of Steel, and a lot of people didn't like Watchmen.
It's okay. Your lower level of intelligence does not offend me.
No, that's not true. Look, critics and fans didn't really like Man of Steel. There was pretty much a split decision.
I think it's...
Like on Rotten Tomatoes, like 55% or whatever. It's a split decision. And
if people leaving comments on Rotten Tomatoes are anything like the people leaving comments on YouTube...
Well, Rotten Tomatoes is a collective of all the critics.
I know what it is.
Look.
I just think it's whack.
My argument is the Avengers doesn't have that problem.
That's because the Avengers was fun start to finish. But it wasn't a great movie.
Yeah, but people could still like a gloomy movie, Dark Knight. There's no split decision on Dark Knight.
I think the people are weird because they like the Dark Knight 3, but then they're going to go and bag, and I can guarantee you they're going to go and bag on this movie, not Suicide Squad, but the other one, Batman v Superman. But why? Look, and Dark Knight 3 was horrible, dude.
Okay, back on track to Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My fault.
They spoiled Batman v Superman. They didn't spoil, rare swear word, in this trailer.
Supposedly.
No, they didn't. They did not give a clear shot of the baddie in this movie.
We don't know how many baddies are in this movie.
In this
Batman
movie?
v Superman.
In Batman v Superman? In Batman v Superman? Okay, first of all, if Doomsday is the baddie, okay, bad on them, they spoil it. And if he's not, well, guess what? Too many villains? How many times has that worked out?
Come on, man.
How many times has that worked out?
How many villains were at the end of the first Avengers? A lot.
No, one. Loki.
No, there was
Loki.
And then
those are his henchmen.
And then Thanos.
Thanos was like barely in it. Barely in it.
Yeah, and then in Avengers 2 you had
Ultron.
You had Ultron.
That's it.
And then you had the side stories going on.
With who?
With the Claw.
They cameo it and set up for the Black Panther.
That's what I'm saying, though. What if Doomsday's the cameo?
You're bobbing, you're reaching.
I'm not reaching.
This is crazy.
I'm not reaching.
Look, there's rumors about the Suicide Squad baddie being Enchantress. Have you heard them?
Yes. And I've heard that it's Joker also.
Well, Joker is nothing but a baddie. So I don't know why people are surprised about that. But they didn't give a clear shot of Enchantress saying, ha ha ha, I'm the baddie. No. That's my point.
Instead, they gave a clear shot of her sitting in the White House.
Okay, but then did it cut to the good guys and go, oh, Enchantress is in the White House like they did the Batman?
No, but you have never seen Enchantress with any of the other main characters.
I just don't see how you're arguing this.
I'm not arguing anything.
The Batman v Superman trailer is terrible, and it's spoiled. It spoiled stuff. What did this trailer spoil?
Nothing.
What did it spoil?
Nothing.
That's my point.
No, but see, that's the thing, though, is that you're trying to tell me that my personal view on Batman v Superman trailer is lame because I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed...
I didn't say it was lame. I just said...
That's how...
Why do they have to spoil it for us, but they...
But we don't know, though.
You're saying they didn't spoil it.
I didn't say they didn't. I said that we don't know. Now, if we watch the movie that's the thing, though, is if we watch the movie and it turns out they did spoil it, then bad on you.
Okay, so what was the best part in the Suicide Squad trailer?
Every scene with Joker.
Every scene with Joker?
Mm-hmm. The laugh. The laugh is creepy. That's the creepiest laugh that we've... Like, that's a weird laugh.
I think that picking your best Joker laugh is just like picking your best flavor ice cream.
Well, I didn't say pick a favorite or anything.
I know, but...
best. It's a creepy sounding laugh. That laugh, hearing it, the way that they depict it, I wouldn't want to be in a room with that motherfucker.
I wouldn't want to be in a room with Heath Ledger's Joker too.
Well, definitely not. But I'm just saying, like,
I mean, I was expecting the Joker laugh to be good.
I didn't know what to expect with this one, dude. I've seen Cesar Romero, we've seen Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger. This dude's a weird motherfucker. Okay, Jared Leto, and this Joker looked weird, like equally as weird as he is in real life. And then whatever he did, man, the voice, everything, the way that he kind of talks and acts, and the scene with the machine gun, he reminded me of that scene in the movie in Full House, or not Full House, with Macaulay Culkin. Home Alone.
Home Alone.
You know, the movie that he watches that he turns on and is like talking about like
Merry Christmas, you dirty animal.
Yeah,
you
and then
filthy
he's like,
animal.
yeah.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
That's what it reminded me of, dude.
Yeah.
And like I was like, yo, this is crazy.
The Joker was good.
Oh, and my other favorite thing was Killer Croc looked fucking sick.
Okay, if you don't know, he was bashing on Croc, the first images, and I was like, what?
He looked funny, dude.
The reason why he bashed it was because I said, I think Killer Croc looks cool, and you're like, nah. But now he looks cool. I'm glad you're on board.
It kind of reminds me of, you know, when I say that I like the Batman v Superman trailer. And
so my favorite parts of the Suicide Squad trailer, okay, Captain Boomerang was pretty cool in this.
Yeah, no, I thought that...
and he's probably the weakest character.
Not only that, but from what I hear, he's the weakest actor.
Oh, he's 100% bad.
Yeah,
although he was okay in Jack Reacher, but he's terrible in everything else.
But I'm not a critic on actors, so...
He is bad, I can confirm that. But like I said, he's been okay. Like, he was terrible in the new Die Hard. But Jai Courtney was a big concern coming into Suicide Squad. They're like, whoa, what about him? You have all these great actors. And Tom Hardy was supposed to be Rick Flag, which is crazy. Anyway, so I thought Captain Boomerang was very enjoyable. I'm glad that he's not going to be a stinker. Or like Harloff would say, a stoinker.
Supposedly, though, because again, we haven't seen anything in context, but from what we've got out of the trailer...
Yeah, but I'm okay if the whole movie is just those things we saw.
And
cool, whatever.
That's it.
I'd have to say, like, I'm curious to see what you think, because you're like a Will Smith hater.
No, I'm not. I liked him when I was younger. He was one of my favorite actors.
Every time I bring him up, he always give me this look. I'm like, what does that look for? He's the man. But anyways, what did you think about him as Deadshot?
I just think that they need to get rid of that one line that he says.
Let's go save the world.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I think I heard you say that like 3 times.
What if
3 different movies?
What if he says that, let's go save the world, and Rick Flag turns around and says, the f*** you talking about? Like, boom.
I don't know.
We don't know. I'm going to use argument. We don't know.
We don't.
That could happen. But look, okay, I understand that.
I'm just saying though, and I don't hate Will Smith. He's not what he used to be.
He is what he used to be. I'm telling you. Anyways, I agree with that line being pretty weak and out of place and just not really fitting.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like. The things that I can critique about the Deadshot character from what we've seen so far has nothing to do with Will Smith at all.
I think Will Smith, when you see him looking in that small window in his jail cell, I'm like, yo, that's acting.
That's the thing. I think that he's
like
an awesome
this
actor. Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, what's happening? He's gonna take on all these dudes, and then he's on the car.
That was probably the coolest visual besides the Joker ones was that one.
Just like that. That was sick. He looked like a Power Ranger, kind of.
Well, no, so that's the thing is that his helmet just looks funny to me.
It looks awesome. It looks like a skull. It looks like Red Skull, but not red.
Know. It just looks really like big because it's like a prosthetic, like a real piece. You know what I mean? Not spandex or nothing.
Big head mode. Midway, NBA Jam, big head mode.
And that's only how it looks like in certain angles. Because like other times it looks awesome. So that's what I mean though, is that the stuff that I can complain about that character, has nothing to do with Will Smith.
I liked Boomerang. I liked what I saw from Deadshot. Of course, Killer Croc is a beast. Those push-ups he was doing weren't like push-ups. They were like, it looked like he was pushing the ground. He was like, ugh.
I just like the visuals of stuff, and then like the way that they were listing off the characters, and they get to this guy, and he's like, he eats people. I'm just like, damn, like
Croc
it's gonna be dope,
sick.
dude.
Croc is sick. Now I have to admit that Harley Quinn.
Don't tell me that you didn't like her.
I thought she could have
expecting an accent or something.
She could have punched me in the nose a little bit more.
I thought that she was fantastic.
You really did?
The part where she's...
Well, she only had one line before this trailer. In the other trailer, she only had one thing where she was like...
I don't even remember her saying anything.
Captain Boomerang was like, "Oh, the crazy ones," and then she was like, "What?" And she really sounded like Harley Quinn. You know, like put in and stuff like that.
Well, see, that's the thing is that I think anybody that's not sold on her yet might be stuck in the animated universe version of her because that's the only her that there has been. Perfectly fine, but for me, she just needs to be insane. That's what she is, you know? And she's battling in her own mind. And so when she comes out of that thing, they cut Captain Boomerang out of that shit, and that fool just boom. All of a sudden it cuts to her talking, saying like,
the voices in my head.
She says, "Hey boys," and then she says, "What? You want me to kill everybody and escape or whatever?" He says, "Just kidding."
That's not what they really said.
Like just little shit like that. That's what she says. That's what she's all about. I think that shit's hilarious. The whole "we're bad guys, that's what we do." I thought it was kind of like a little like Mean Girls-ish versus Harley Quinn. I'm a mass murdering crazy clown chick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought she could have been like, she could have really like, whoa, this. I didn't come away from it being like, that's a crazy bitch. I was like, she's interesting.
She's comical. Like the dynamic between her and Joker is always kind of like the difference between a Batman and a Robin, where the Joker's the over the line one, and then she's kind of the under the radar one.
But she's always been like deranged, like she's in love with the Joker. I didn't get that vibe from her. And you know what? It could very much well be like she might have the biggest arc.
They've done a great job, just saying, cutting these two trailers that we've seen together because nothing's in context at all. So it's like the Batman v Superman. The one thing that I could go with you on the spoiling thing is that it feels like they've shown us scenes.
The trailer was basically the movie. Everything seemed like it was in order.
So that's what I mean is that like they've shown us like kind of like scenes. Like
well, whereas this one was like, they might have showed the
It's quick and it's like real rough jump cuts. And I think that's a really cool visual. I love that type of editing. So I do agree with you on that sense for the Batman v Superman thing. But as far as her, she's the only one that we've seen where it looks like her and Joker we get a backstory on.
Yeah, it looks like those two are going to have the biggest arc, especially Harley Quinn. I think that, because we've seen filming set photos where she's the psychologist,
the part
Harley
where,
Quinzel.
with the light thing, and he's like,
I'm going to hurt you real bad.
So
I think that's her.
Oh, it is her.
Yeah.
I thought it was Robin at first, but it's not. But yeah, no, so that's the thing where I think that duo, we're going to see the most out of them and probably Deadshot.
The Doomsday equivalent to this trailer would have been Batman showing up and the bad guys would have been like, we got to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
See, that's what I appreciate. I appreciate trailers like this that don't give away.
And I love trailers like this too. The other kind of trailers don't bother me the way that they bother you.
Okay.
So that's all. Okay. That's all. I can
live with that.
Yeah, they just don't bother me the way that they bother you. Okay. I'm not a spoiler person, meaning that I'm like, oh, they spoiled it. The only time is Star Wars. That's the only time. But other than that, I don't care about anything.
Okay, I agree. I appreciate that. But let me ask you something. Had you not seen Doomsday, the entire trailer ad campaign, and then you went to the theater and saw Doomsday, would that have been a great moment?
It would have had a bigger punch to the gut.
That would have made the fanboy in me piss my pants, okay? But guess what? DC and Warner Brothers stripped that privilege away from us. That's why I think we're not just me. We're allowed to be angry at it.
It's funny though, is that I haven't seen that trailer on TV since then.
Yeah,
they've
exactly.
Only put those they've removed that.
They've removed that
30-second spots.
And also, remember when Star Wars was coming out? There was a Walmart commercial where Rey, a little girl dressed as Rey, was like force pushing dudes, and her staff was like a crazy weapon.
Yeah.
Never saw it again.
Yeah. So
never.
That's where I think the studio retconned that real quick.
Yeah. Because of WearTesters profits, I mean.
Oh, of course. Because we are everything.
Yeah. But yeah, the Suicide Squad trailer is great. Let us know what you think of the Suicide Squad trailer in the comment section below.
There we go.
Asking the question, is Steph Curry the best player in the game now?
Which is a rhetorical question.
Right. And a lot of people took it as if I was saying that he was an all-time great, top 5, top 3, whatever. I didn't ask that. I asked the league right now.
You got to read what's written, and nowhere in there did anything say greatest of all time.
Yeah, and a lot of people commented, whoa, slow down, greatest of all. No, I asked in the league right now.
Yeah, nobody said it.
And even the people who did understand the question beg to differ about Steph being the best player in the NBA.